Okay guys, this is the second tutorial or the part 2 of the how to play Big2 tutorials. And if you haven't subscribed my channel, I need to make sure that you do it now before the video because it's very awesome and I think that you will like this video, and subscribe my channel of the bell, and also you may have the notifications if I have new video if you hit on the bell next to it. So let's get right into the video. So in the past video, that means the part 1, so if you haven't watched that, then I recommend you to watch that first because it already teaches you some of the basics, and it will be easier to understand if you already watched the part 1. So yeah, let's jump right into the video of part 2. Okay, so in the last video I have taught you some basics, and this video I'm gonna show you different combinations that you can give out your cards that lead you to win. So yeah, and first you can single cards. So if so now as you can see I have the diamond 3. So if I have the diamond 3 and I start the game, my first card I should have the my first push that I put the cards out must have the diamond 3 inside. So I'll talk about later. And first you have the single cards. That means just such as I put this out, and then the other can put the other cards out. So I have to put a single card, and then this is the space which is bigger than the diamond. So if your card is bigger than the last card, then you can put it out. So this is not bigger, so we can't put that out. It's bigger and it's bigger. So I also recommend that you first put out the smallest card, and then just slowly put the small, and then medium, and then just top, and the biggest card will be put in the last of the game. And here is the second combination. So it's about pairs, so that you have two same cards but different icon, then that is a pair. So this is the pair of 3. And also if our opponent just put out the pair of 3, then we can use the pair of king and put, because king is bigger than 3. And so this deck, so I'm gonna also show you another idea. So if I got the let me find, I need the 3 of hearts. So wait a second, so yeah, this is the 3 of hearts. So if my opponent have take out this, so if my opponent have put this the 3, then can I put this 3 is the same. So I'll tell you can't, because our deck our pair is counted as the biggest card. So this deck, the biggest card is 3, and is the space of 3 of space. But this is 3 also, but the biggest card is also only heart of 3. But so that is not bigger than this one. So although this the clubs of 3 of clubs is bigger than 3 of diamonds, we also can't put this out. So we can only our opponent put this, and then we can put this one because this is bigger than this one, and we can also put like 4 pair, and pair of 4, pair of 6, as long as you can bigger than that. And this rule is to all the cards, all of the pairs. So if it's like 4 of hearts and 4 of space, then the biggest card is 4 space. So this is end of the pair. So the next one is triples, and this 3 is the most popular common. So as you can see, triple is 3 cards that we put together and put out this. So you can also like 3 threes and then 3 fours, but this one don't count the biggest, because if you have like 3 kings, then the last king cannot form another 3, so you just count the number. the number. So dribble is a little bit easy, and as you know that you cannot 3 4 5, you can only 3 3 3 or 4 4 4 as long the number are even. And if you like wonder that can I 3 4 5 like this, and I will talk about it later, because now I'm just going to talk about it. So you cannot 3 4 5 because that 5 cards hands are the rule. So if you want the straight that 3 4 5, then you need to have 5 cards straight. So just imagine that 3 4 5 6, and then we don't have 7, so I 2 is also okay, so I take the 2. So now as you can see it's the 2 3 4 5 6, and this is called a straight. And also the straight is count the biggest card. So this is the straight of big 2, because you see the space, and this 2 of space is also called big 2, and I remind you again. But there's one thing that you need to know about the straights, that you cannot have the straight of jack, queen, king in 2. You can the biggest straight in the big 2 is only 10 jack, 10 jack, queen king in, but you cannot jack queen king in 2. So this is illegal. And so this is all about straight, I think. And the next 5 cards is flush, and the flush is a little bit easy to understand, because you, as long you have 5 cards, if you are different it's okay, and then you need to have the same icon. So as you see, 4 are spaces and 5 are spaces. So this 5 cards is a flush, and as you can see, all the icons are same. And then if you have 5 this, then it's a flush. And you can also 5 hearts, 5 cups, or 5 diamonds, and it's counted by the biggest, I mean the biggest icon. So if I have this, so imagine that I don't have the big 2 but the big jack, and then my opponent have this flush. If my opponent have this flush, so I need to take one more card out, and such as this. So their flush is heart, and then you don't count with the biggest number. So if you count with the biggest number, you see this is the A and this is the queen, so this will win. But we are not doing this, because the players, who wins should be this, because we only count the icon. So the space is bigger than the heart, so that this one will win. So yeah, and then I'm just putting it back first. A second, and then this is the first. So if, like, for example, 2 player is also the flower, but is the first, but also all the cards is the same. So like that. So here like this. So as you can see, these 2 first is all this 2 first is also the diamonds. So if there's the same icon, then now you are going to count the biggest card, but not before you count the icon first. So this is the 2 and this is the king, so obviously this will win. So this is end of the first part, and then I will cover the last 2 kinds of 5 handed put out, and then in the third video I will teach you the end of this series, end of the tutorial of Big 2, because next video I will cover the last part of Big 2. So let's just go through the last 2 combinations that you can put 3 combinations that you can put 5 cards in a time. So full house is another one. So do you remember at the beginning of the video I talked about dribbles? So this is the dribbles. So as you can see, the dribbles you can only get 3 cards out, but if your deck, your pile or your cards have a dribble and a pair, then you actually can combine the together and make a full house that you can just put it, and the full house is bigger than flush or straight. And I will also talk about which combination is better than which in the next tutorial. And this video, you just need to know that what are the combinations. So this is the full house. So after the full house, also we are counting this color, this number of the full 3 triples, but not this one. So in that case, this is the full house of 3. And if someone have the 4 but here only the 4 then your 5 can't win, because the 4 we just count these triples. So after the full house, and it is the 4 of a kind plus 1 card. So it can also name the King Kong or Bump. And this is you have 4 cards the same. So let us just see. And yeah, here's the 3. So you have the 4 cards, all the same numbers, just the icon different. And you also just take any of the cards, put it aside, and then here is the 5. So here's the 4th, the kind or the bump, and it's also count the 4th 4. So this is 3, the 4th kind 3, and I recommend that we won't count this card, so you can put a very small card, so that the very small card you can put it out at this push. So you will not put the big 2 right there, because the big 2 in any case is the biggest of the single. So I recommend you to put the smallest card there you have, or possibly have. And that also you can put the cards that you don't use, such as you have the pair 4, but you this is the smallest card, but you won't put the 4 out because you have the pair and it's useful. And the last combination of 5 cards together is the straight flush. So this is a combination of straight and flush. That means that such as you have the 6 5. So wait a second, 3, and then I need to find some cards so that you can know more about the straight flush. So I need to find 4, and then let me see, 7. So as you can see, there is 3 4 5 6 7. But as you can see, it's not just a straight. All the icons is the same, and this is impossible and nearly impossible to get this. So it's very hard that you can have one of the straight flush. So if you have, then this is the biggest of the 5 cards, and you need to have 5 cards that is that can form a straight, and all the icons are the same. Then this is the straight flush, and is even better. I mean bigger than the 4 of a kind. And I think this video is end. And I think if you like this video, of course, give this video a like and share it to your friends, as long as subscribing my channel. And see you in the next tutorial of how to play Big 2.